What's going on, everyone? We are picking up our shop build today. As you can see, I'm standing on the inside, which is not finished, but what we are going to finish in this episode is the outside. That includes trim, paint, a metal roof, and a set of solid alderwood French doors. That's going to turn this shop into a pretty sweet place to get some work done. All the caulking's done. That was a lot. That was a lot of caulking. In fact, I don't think I've ever gone through that much caulk in a single project. I went through a case and a half. A case is 12. But I'm actually super happy with how it turned out. In fact, let's take a look under these eaves. So you can see under these eaves that I caulked every single connecting point. So I'm gonna get started masking this out and time to paint. So we just finished painting. Super excited about how the color came out. You never really know when you're planning these how it's going to turn out. This is actually the inspiration photo that we had when we were doing this, and I think it turned out fantastic. In fact, you can see how the color changes. This deep olive green gets even darker in the shade and when the sun goes down, which is just really cool. I love it. I wanted that moody, color drenched look, and I think we definitely hit that. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the roofing. And if you are doing metal roofing, I would always recommend going to an actual metal supplier. They charge by the foot, and they also cut it to the exact length that you need, because cutting these is not fun. We're going to do the roof. I'm also going to do the door. I'm going to go ahead and get started on that. Before I do that, I'll show a couple pictures here of the eaves with everything caulked and just see how that turned out. Just finished the roof, and I have to say I'm super stoked. It was a little bit of a challenge getting all of those panels on. It's definitely different than asphalt shingles. If you've ever done those, you can't walk on them, you don't want to bend them. But going one panel at a time, I was able to reach across and get all the screws in. Probably put more screws in than I needed, but I really wanted to make sure this isn't going anywhere. Putting all the flashing on with a ladder proved to be the best solution rather than trying to walk on it, which you really can't walk on it. I was worried about denting it, plus it's really, really slick. In fact, the most challenging part was the ridge cap. I don't know if you could tell from the video, but you're basically standing on both sides at constant pressure like you're using a thigh master and not letting it go. It was pretty tough, but was able to get it on, and like I said, I just am super excited about how it turned out. So the last thing we have to do is put on that solid alderwood door. So I'm going to get on that so we can finish up this outside. So doors are in, they are framed, they are trimmed, and I love it. I love the French door style. The only thing I don't like is when I put the finish on this, it really turned it kind of yellow. I don't know if you can tell, but it just isn't the finish that I wanted. I'm gonna go ahead and get these sanded and prepped for paint. I'm gonna tie in the black, so doing a shade of black on the doors, and I'm also gonna do black for the fixtures and exterior lights. So I'm gonna tie that all in and get going to that point. That means we took everything and have finished the outside. Super excited to get this one finished up and see what it looks like. And there we have it. The outside is done. It is trimmed. It is painted. It is roofed. The door is done. We have the base here for the seal. There's some steps that are going to go there in the future. Also, I'm going to put in some lights and things like that, but I haven't run the electrical. So for now, the outside is done. I'm going to move on to the inside. If you missed any of the previous episodes where we took this from the ground up, I'll link them out in the description below. I'll show some final shots here, and we'll catch you on the next one.